Hey everyone, this is Nikachu, Merfolk Master. I am here with my brother as we play with Azorius Merfolk in Modern. We're playing with Spell Queller, we're playing with Stony Silence, and we're playing with Rest in Peace. If you want to see how Blue-White is designed and engineered for today's metagame, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Before we get into our match, we're going to thank our sponsor, themanabase.com. And we've got MTG Jeff playing Dawn Control in Guilds of Ravnica Standard. Go check it out on themanabase.com. Your home base for everything Magic the Gathering. So we won the die roll, and we've got a good 7-card hand. Let's keep it. Can play turn. We can see. We don't always need white mana to play the Spell Queller. We can play it through the Ether Vial, and that's probably what I'm gonna do. Well, I don't know. We'll wait. We can. I would rather keep the Ether Vial on too, given all the 2-drops in our hand. So we'll play our Silver Adept next turn. Vesuva. So we're up against Amulet Titan, because that's the only deck I know that plays Vesuva. Clever girl. And all these cards sort of suck against Amulet right now.
I think that actor died a few years ago.
Could be. Well, they have an island. I wish it's going to stay in play for forever, but it's just going to get bounced back to their hand.
In exchange for what?
The bounce land, the Karoo lands. So these lands that they add 2 mana, but it's a land that adds 2 mana, but you have to return a land back to your hand. So they're going to return this island back to hand. My opponent called me a good sir. Well, thank you. Thank you, good sir.
I talk to a lot of these people.
I don't. I mean, I'll talk if I'm not in a video. So they've got a really slow start. That helps us a lot. Who knows what'll happen next turn? Our opponent has to discard for the turn. That's too bad. Summoner's back. Ugh. So, oh, that's pretty backbreaking. We'll do that. That's for sure.
No good.
If they don't have Amulet of Vigor and you play a card like that, it just sets them back so much. Oh, I shouldn't have done this. I should have just played. Oh no, I have another Lord of Atlantis in my hand. Yeah, getting aggressive here is good. I'm probably going to tick this thing to 3.
Can you
that we have
quell an amulet?
Yes, I can. So I can also quell Summoner's Pact. I can also quell Engineered Explosives, unless it's cost. They cast it for like 5, which is something. So this is a rare situation where, oh, the Vesuva is just no. If Vesuva copies the Simic Growth Chamber, it still has to untap. Huh, that's interesting. So I'm going to just tick this thing up to 3 so that we play Spell Queller on... Because I have lethal. I'll just quell whatever one thing that is going to be a problem.
If you were to stifle...
Because I have lethal on the board.
If you were to stifle the payment for Summoner's Pact, would that help him or hurt him?
Help them. Because then they don't have to pay it. Right.
He's on up.
And they didn't see the Spell Queller, so they don't even know that we're running white. Okay, so Chalice is actually going to be good in this matchup because you can put it on 0 and 1 and Stony Silence. But how many of these cards are we going to bring in, people?
All.
Okay, so...
Sure.
Okay, let's take out Master of Waves. Let's take out Spreading Seas. Let's take out maybe 1 Vial because we're going to bring in Stony Silences. I feel like bringing all of them in, to be honest. Like... This is the only way... Well, I can't say this is the only way we can lose. There's definitely other ways to lose this. Okay, let's say I wanted to bring in all these cards. We're at 26 creatures. Path to Exile is not mandatory, but damn, it's good to get rid of an Primeval Titan. Gotta cut 3 cards. Okay, I don't love Deprive, because they can... cast a lot of things into, like they have Cavern of Souls with Primeval Titan. Let's get rid of maybe 1 Stony Silence. Could be wrong. I don't know. I don't know how good this card is. It's going to be terrible in multiples. Maybe 1 Chalice. I do want a 1-drop. It interacts with Summoner's Pact, so if your opponent has 6 mana and they cast Summoner's Pact, you just sacrifice the Curse Catcher, and if they pay the 1, then they can't play Primeval Titan that turn. And I guess I should have Path to Exile for Azusa, but I still ramp them. Feels awkward. But we'll try it. So we can play Chalice on 1 and 0. Damn, I want to fit in more Chalices. Okay, whatever. We're going to keep it like that. I shouldn't take out too many creatures, because we're not playing with Mutavault.
Beautiful.
Got to remember that. We're not playing with Mutavault. Sounds okay. I can play turn 1 Curse Catcher, turn 2 Master of the Pearl Trident, and then hold up Merfolk Trickster or Deprive for the future. Oh, man of the hour. Can't do anything but play Curse Catcher, so that's what I'm going to do. But you see how easy it is to beat Amulet Titan when they don't have Amulet? We just wipe them off the face of the earth.
The move history is stuck. I need that.
Sir,
I need it.
Move history is stuck. Okay, so this is a pretty slow start.
Oh.
Do I want to play this on Chalice on 1 or 0?
Whatever hurts them the most.
1 hits Amulet of Vigor and Ancient Stirrings. 0 hits Summoner's Pact. 0 also doesn't use up any of my mana right now. What else is on 0? Maybe it's just Summoner's Pact. 1 hits Amulet and Ancient Stirrings, but they already have an Amulet out. And then I can't play the second Curse Catcher.
So I'll put it on 0 then.
What else hits 0? I don't know what's in their hand either. Next turn you can play Azusa.
They might have like more than 1 Summer's Pack in their hand right now. Make it all dead.
Alright. You convinced me. I'm going to hold up...
For Deprive? Deprive something.
Deprive right now sucks, though. What else does it hit on 1? Ancient Stirrings, Amulet of Vigor... Can't remember.
Either one.
It does.
Curse Catcher.
But if I played on 0, then I would rather have played the Master of the Pearl Trident instead last turn, because that was a much significantly better clock. Okay, do you know what? Okay, we're going to play on 0, and then I'll just play Merfolk Trickster at end of turn. And then maybe if we draw another land, we can hold up Spell Queller. Mana. Just going to play at instant speed.
Hopefully that through a wrench to his keys.
Human. So Azusa's going to get played no matter what. Yeah, you cannot be countered. Oh, yeah, you can get cast.
Path to Exile would be choice here.
Oh, I could have deprived this. It's not that big of a deal. 6 mana. Well, this thing can't hit... Well, I mean, they can find a Karoo land. This is not safe. If they have a if they've got an untapped land, then they can play Titan next turn.
But if you sacrifice 2 Curse Catchers...
It doesn't do anything. Okay, let's just put pressure on the battlefield, because I cannot interact with a Karoo land into Titan. Because all they'll do is play the Karoo land, get 2 mana out of it, return Cavern of Souls back to hand, replay it, play it on Giant, and then cast the Primeval Titan. Radiant Fountain. Maybe they... Okay, if they don't have a crew land, that'll be good. Ooh, and I got another land for Spell Queller. If that will do anything at all. Ugh, this doesn't hold up Spell Queller. Whatever. It's fine.
Deprive.
Do you know what? Maybe they've got Summoner's Pact in hand. They can't do Dink because of this Chalice of the Void on play. Another Deprive. There are things to deprive, like Fire Spout and things like that. Although they don't have red mana right now. This is gonna be time for fireworks. Is it fireworks time? Where's Daddy? Where's Big Daddy? Explosives on 2.
I don't think so.
That means that if... Okay, this is awkward, because what I can do is I can Spell Queller this, and then if they kill my Spell Queller, the Engineer Explosives comes back on 0.
That's even better. And it puts a body on the board. And you don't lose mana.
But I'd rather the Engineer Explosives doesn't exist. How can they kill my Spell Queller? I guess they can't.
Surprise! Now he's mad.
That's the card they probably were not seeing coming. Well, maybe they did when they saw the Seachrome Coast. Like, what else am I doing?
Just give us straight power from here on out.
So I think I can attack with everything, because if they double block Master of the Pearl Trident, they take lethal. Let's play Horizon Canopy and pass.
Whatever you got, it better be good.
I guess playing Curse Catcher was better. Or I don't know if playing Curse Catcher is better.
2.
If they somehow wipe my board, I can play Curse Catcher afterwards. Maybe Chalice on 0 did a lot. I mean, there are some games where they have this good start with Amulet and Azusa, but then they don't even have a win condition attached to it. Oh, maybe something's about to happen. Because they just returned the Amulet back to the hand, the Cavernous Souls back to their hand. Oh, but they renamed it on Human. Oh no, did they return this back to the hand? They returned something else. Well, I can counter this. You dum-dum. That's the whole interaction. You play this. Oh no, but you can't replay it. Oh, they don't. Yeah, I forgot. They didn't have they couldn't afford to do it because they so they had to have just drawn Primeval Titan this turn. I think. It sort of looks like no, what happened? What's been going on here? Because if you play this thing, you can't have drawn Selesnya's Sanctuary and Primeval Titan at the same time. What were they afraid of? Path to Exile?
I would be.
What happened? They screwed something up here, because if you have, or maybe they have this in. Okay, they had this in hand, but they didn't have Primeval Titan yet, and they were protecting it from like Tectonic Edge or Spreading Seas or something. So they were waiting for the right moment to play it, and then return this back to hand to replay it. But what ended up happening is we forced them to chump block with the Azusa, and then from there, they now drew Primeval Titan, but now it was too late. But anyway, so we won the match. I guess Chalice showed its worth. And Spell Queller. Spell Queller counter. That's the coolest thing about Spell Queller. Spell Queller counters everything. Spell Queller counters everything, including engineered explosives.
All it needs to be is 1 blue and it'll be perfect. 1 blue.
Or triple blue. I would take that. And that's why I wanted to play with this card. It's just it's a catch-all counter spell, or almost catch-all. I mean, we can't counter Primeval Titan, but we can counter things like Azusa. You can counter things like Engineered Explosives. You can counter things like Amulet of Vigor. All those things are incredibly relevant targets for our Spell Queller. So, yeah, I'm glad to get some revenge on Amulet Titan. I hope you enjoyed the match. Don't forget, I'm going to thank all my patrons supporting me on Patreon, and we're going to thank our sponsor, themanabase.com. This has been Pikachu with his brother, playing Blue-Eye Merfolk in Modern.